In the city, loving life and trying to survive. But there's not enough time, and there's not enough wine in the world. Basically adulting. Basically adulting.
Well, ladies, fellas, welcome back to. Are we gonna do it? Welcome back to Basically Adulting. I can't say that without laughing now.
I was gonna do the whole back and forth thing with you.
Oh. Do you want some?
I'm gonna finish this glass
okay.
because it's a different one.
Yeah,
But anyways, I feel like we need to do that again.
Okay, fine.
Do you want to do
I like our phone sex operator.
We do it every time. We need to change it up.
Okay, fine. Ready?
I thought I was gonna do like the back and forth.
Okay. Well, let's try it.
Let me just try.
Let's just chug that wine and we'll try it. Chug, chug, chug. Yes. Getting lit on a Wednesday.
Wine Wednesday.
Wine Wednesday. Hashtag Wine Wednesday.
Got a refiller. Fill her up. I'm ready.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Okay. Hey, friends.
And welcome back to... Why did I mess up again? Fuck.
Yeah. We normally say our names and then say welcome back.
Oh, that's right. Oh, my God.
But it's okay. I feel like they should know who we are by now.
Yeah.
If you don't, I'm Erin and she's Louisa.
Yeah.
I think that was golden. If you guys can't tell, we've already finished a bottle of wine and ate half of a pizza. So
life is good right now.
life is good.
I'm peaking.
We're not. We have nothing to complain about right now. Until a few minutes later when we talk to you about
why we're drinking.
Why?
Why we've already drank a bottle of wine.
Exactly. Okay. Well, in light of that, Louisa, can you just start us off and let us know what we are drinking tonight?
Well, we have just opened a bottle of our good old friend Bay Ridge, and I do want to give a shout out
I'm
to...
sorry, it's Bay Bridge.
Oh, I only... Shit.
We're sorry.
So
Bay
sorry,
Bridge.
so sorry.
Please continue to
want
sponsor
us. Yes, it's
We
Bay
want you.
Bridge. Why did I say? What did I say?
You said Bay Ridge.
Oh God, I'm an idiot. I can't. I need
Bay
my
Bridge,
glasses.
ugly sister.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, keep going.
You can clearly tell I've already had lots of wine.
This is gonna be a roller coaster.
This is gonna be so much fun. So we've just opened Bay Bridge, and earlier in the night we finished a good old 19 Crimes.
Yeah. This 19 Crimes is a Cab Sav 2018.
Read the crime.
The cork says it's number 4, the 4th crime. Stealing lead, iron, or copper, or buying or receiving it was the crime.
That's really random.
Well, back in the day, in Australia.
That is so random. Who's in Australia? I always forget this is
Australia.
Australian. Because I'm like in America, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. That's about all I got.
Well, if you're Australian, please tell us why that would be illegal. I would really like to know.
Well, I don't think it's still illegal.
No, but why? Like, I'm pretty sure they learn it in history class.
Oh.
Like, why it would be illegal. Just
Send
like
us a
we
history
learned
book,
prohibition. Lisa. Drinking was illegal at one point, and we had to learn about that.
Do you know why?
It's been a long time. No.
Okay.
Do you?
No.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like
That would be very impressive. That would be so impressive. I would be so impressed with myself if I knew that. Anyways, I don't. So I'm going to drink to not remembering anything that I learned in school, in high school.
I know it was like something like, it's not that they had to deal with the drunks, but
it's okay. We don't have to figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out next time.
It's not relevant at all.
No.
So this episode you guys will be listening to it close to New Year's, right?
No.
Yeah?
No. This is like the day before Christmas Eve.
Okay, a week before New Year's.
Oh.
Close to New Year's.
7 days away.
So, I mean, it'll give you time to connect with your thoughts about New Year's if you haven't started thinking about it. Which I'm assuming everybody has because this year has fucking sucked. And I can't wait till it's over, honestly. Mm-hmm. But, so this episode, we just wanted to kind of touch on some things that we are looking forward to, hopefully in the new year, 2021, and go over that with you guys and, yeah, kick this year to the curb.
Yep. Kick it in its rear end.
Right in the rear.
Right in the rear.
So, I guess to start off, we can just, talk about
our positives.
Yeah, our positives and negatives and why we're drinking 2 bottles of wine tonight instead of just our one that we normally do.
I know.
So you started off.
Okay. My negative, I'm going to start with my negative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because sometimes it's just better to get the bad out of the way.
Yeah.
My negative this week is, I've touched base on this before, but my mental health has been a real fucking struggle this past week. Real fucking struggle. Like Sunday, I don't even think I left my bed.
Really?
No.
Where was I?
You came and brought me a Frosty and found me crying in my bedroom.
I forgot.
You're like, what's wrong?
That was on Sunday?
That was on Sunday.
Man, that feels like forever ago.
I know.
Okay, I remember now.
Yeah.
I have a bad memory. I'm sorry.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. I am your memory.
I was like, where was I? Why wasn't I helping you?
I was like, you brought me a Frosty.
Yeah, okay. And we watched Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good. That helped lift my spirits up.
Yeah.
Because I was sobbing. I was like, Fernanda FaceTimed me. I was watching a sad movie, and it was like everything at once. And then Erin came in. She's like, hey. She's like, with my Frosty. She's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just trying.
Well, I'm like, here's a Frosty.
Like, I got you a Frosty.
I got the chocolate kind. Oh, gosh. And I just cuddled with you for a little while. Sometimes that's all you need, I feel like, is just a hug and just some love, you know?
Yeah. Not much.
Not much. You just, like, need a little, hey, I'm here, you know?
Yep. So that was my negative.
Well, it's a pretty darn good negative. I mean, not good negative, but, you know,
I was like,
pretty
that's not a good
heavy negative is what I mean. Like, big negative.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with my positive.
Okay. I like that.
So, I talked last time. I don't know when this is going to air, apparently. It's going to air, I don't know. So, whenever you're listening to this has probably happened way before. But for my best friend Tammy's birthday, her and I went to Nashville. And I believe I've talked about this before on another episode of just like as one of my positives, actually.
Yeah.
But we've actually gone and went and had the good time and experience. So I just wanted to kind of touch base on some things that happened there. Mm-hmm. And it was so much fun. It was just her and I there. We didn't know anybody. So that's always fun, just kind of exploring and meeting new people and making new friends. Yeah. And so on Saturday, we ended up going to brunch and on a tractor ride where you just basically pay money for this tractor to pull you around the city and get drunk on this tractor thing.
Oh, nice.
And so we ended up meeting this group of girls that were turning 21, and it was just, a good vibes of people.
Yeah.
And so we're like, oh my God, we need to hang out with you later. We don't know what we're doing. What are you guys doing? Blah, blah, blah. So we ended up exchanging numbers and ended up meeting them out. During the night, we ended up seeing Kid Rock.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I ended up becoming Snapchat with some guy that we were friends with in this friend group, and I was watching our Snapchat the next morning, and I'm like, who is this guy? Because you know how they just, like, pop up on your stories? I'm like, or on the top.
Yeah.
Like, who is this guy? Like, not really remembering. And I'm watching his story, and I'm like, oh, those are the girls that we were with last night. And then I'm like, oh, there's me. There's Tammy. There's Kid Rock. We're like, we were there. And it was just like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Like, probably never going to see this guy again. And we made it on a story, whatever. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. The tractor ride was a lot of fun. I highly suggest it. We kept saying, like, oh my gosh, we need to come back here as a group. We would have so much fun. It's just a vibe. Like, you know how sidecar is just a vibe? Like, we always just have fun there.
Yeah.
It's like that, but just a big fucking city of good vibes.
Yeah.
And good people, just friendly people. So that's my positive.
All right.
I just got, like, hyped up talking about it again.
Ooh.
Yeehaw! Like, we were, you know how Trav says, yee yee.
Mm-hmm.
So the more drunk that we got, we'd be like, Trav would be at this level, and we would just, like, yell, yee yee. Like,
Oh
how
my God.
he would do it, like, yee yee. Like, just the, like, longer it drew out was the drunker that we were.
Yeah.
So it was like y'all were there with us celebrating. Spiritually hanging out with us. But we were just having a great old time.
Oh, that's fun. We need to plan a trip out there.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
ASAP.
Yes. My positive, and I think this is the whole world's positive as well.
What?
Is Taylor Swift's new album. It has just bringing me so much. Bringing me? Is that even a word?
Yeah, it's a word in Texas. Bringing me?
Yeah.
It's bringing normally.
Yeah. Well, there you go. A little Texas lesson, guys. Or brought me, as some of y'all formal speakers
I like
say.
bringing.
Bringing, yeah. It has bringing me a lot of.
Okay.
Now it sounds like I'm saying it wrong.
It's bringing me. It's bringing me. Like it's currently bringing you.
Yeah.
Joy.
Yes. It's bringing me lots of joy.
Yes.
Why did I think I said it too much that it just started to sound wrong, so I said it wrong. Anyways, if you guys haven't listened to it, go listen to it. Oh, she just continues to amaze me. Her album brought me joy in the beginning, and then now it's like it's really hitting deep, and I'm like, okay,
just crying.
I'm just gonna cry now. I'm gonna go cry in the shower while I listen to Champagne Problems.
Yeah. It's a good song though.
I love that song. So that is my positive.
That's a good positive. That's really good. Okay. Do you want to hear my negative?
Yeah, what's your negative?
Well, it's not as like hardcore as your negative, but it's still, I would say, definitely negative.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the holidays, as people do, they just eat more than they should, and there's cookies everywhere, and bad food everywhere, with like Thanksgiving, holiday parties, trips to Nashville.
People just bringing food.
Alcohol, everything. So, I've just been eating like shit, and I feel like a blob, and I do. And so, in order to, I don't know, this doesn't make sense at all to me, but I can't stop doing it for whatever reason. But, like, for the fact that I feel like shit, like, I continue to just eat like shit, you know? Like, it's like a bad cycle.
You're like, well, I'm already here, so why not?
I've already let myself go, so, like, what's the point anymore? Nobody fucking is gonna love me anyways. It's fine. So I just wanted to let you guys know what I ate yesterday.
Oh my God.
It's really embarrassing. Like this is my like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Share with the class.
Okay. Don't judge me, please. Okay. I ate 3 donuts for
glazed
breakfast.
or sprinkled?
So I started off with 1 donut, a sprinkled chocolate donut, my favorite. Mm-hmm. I was the first one to grab a donut. So I go and sit back down and I eat my donut in like 2 seconds. And it didn't last me any time. So I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh, another donut would sound really good. So I wait 30 minutes. Like, we don't want to get 2 donuts and let the other people get some donuts. So I go back 30 minutes later, and only 2 other donuts were gone. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to just take another one because apparently nobody wants them. So then I got a chocolate glazed donut, which is, if it doesn't have sprinkles on it, it would be my second favorite.
Were these Krispy Kreme donuts?
I'm not sure where they were from. Some donut shop.
Okay.
Some vendor guy wanted to represent us or something. Yeah. So, anyways, so then I go back, eat that in like 5 seconds. I'm like, why am I eating these donuts so quickly? Like, they're so delicious. And so that was like at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I would say maybe around 10 at this point. So I've already eaten 2 donuts. I'm like, I need to slow down. Like, that's so much sugar. I'm going to have to work out tonight. Mm-hmm. My body is probably not going to agree with me. So what do? I decide to grab a 3rd donut. And not just the regular donut. I got a blueberry cake donut.
Ooh, those are good.
It was so good. So then I was like, wow, I've lost control. I've lost all control. Seriously. And so then, like, around lunchtime, I'm like, dang it, I didn't bring my lunch. Mm-hmm. And I get word that somebody brought queso across the way. So I'm like, well, shit.
And it's all downhill from here.
Yeah, like, someone says queso, you're like, I can't even say no. So about 30 minutes go by after my 3rd donut. I go across the hall and I get a plate of chips with some cheese. And that was my lunch. Mm-hmm. So then, what do?
What do you do? Tell us.
After work, I'm getting hungry because all I've eaten was 3 donuts and a plate of chips all day. Mm-hmm. So I come home and I make some more chips and more queso that I made from this past weekend. Oh, yeah. Another positive, we had Tammy's surprise party this past weekend. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we couldn't say anything on the podcast because,
Yeah, we had a surprise party for Tammy. Woo, happy birthday.
We'll touch base on that later.
Yeah, okay, back to my story. So then I ate a snack while I was waiting on Louisa to come home. And I guess I ate too many pieces. And then she was like, hey, do you want pizza for dinner? And I said, yes, I would love pizza for dinner. And so then I ate half a pizza for dinner.
Yeah, I ate the other half,
So that was my disgusting trail of food. I feel like the hungry worm in that book who just like eats and eats and eats and eats until it becomes
the hungry caterpillar.
Yeah, the hungry caterpillar. And then, so now I'm just going to become a beautiful butterfly.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
All right.
Transformation. I mean, you can't feel bad. Like, I ate pizza twice yesterday. We had pizza for our holiday party, which I don't even want to get into that fucking shit. It's ridiculous. But we had pizza where everyone pretty much touched all the pizza, but whatever.
COVID isn't a thing.
COVID doesn't exist in my office, apparently. Nothing can touch us. We had pizza, and then we had cake. And then some girl brought us, there's like that cake bomb. There's that cocoa bomb trend going on. So she bought us that. I haven't brought my home just because I haven't had room in my bag and I don't want it to fall apart. But I did place an order for 2.
So we can have a night, a cocoa night.
And I might ask her tomorrow and might order 2 more for like my mom and anybody else. Or you want some.
Yeah, I might want
They are, you pick like the chocolate. I picked milk chocolate and the topping's going to be Oreos.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. I almost bought Oreos yesterday at the grocery store. Like, no joke.
No.
Like, my grocery cart's filled with vegetables and stuff for our cabbage soup cleanse.
If you literally brought Oreos home, a sleeve would have been gone after the pizza, and that would have just added to my list of shitty food that I ate yesterday, so thank you for not.
But they were like the holiday ones, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
We only like double stuffed in this house.
Yeah, for sure. But I also so that was my number 1 negative thing. So after going to Nashville and everything, blah, 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 I really am like not a fan of unpacking. But I have unpacked. However, I have not done laundry. So I have so much laundry that I still need to do. Wow. And to top it all off, I'm not done with Christmas shopping.
I haven't even begun.
Oh, shit.
I was going to ask you before recording. I was like, what's something you want for Christmas?
Okay, well, I'll think of something and I'll tell you. But that's my list.
Yeah, I haven't done any Christmas. I'm the type of person that's like the night before.
Oh, no.
Like the 23rd. I'm still out.
No.
Doing my shit.
I don't like that. I mean, I'll probably be doing that, but I would rather not.
Yeah.
You know, if I can help it.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that's why we're down 2 bottles of wine.
Yeah.
So if you can relate, can you please just like send us an email or like us on Facebook or send us a message and be like, you guys just hang in there. We're listening. You guys are not doing that bad.
You're not alone. No, cheers. We can all virtually cheers together.
Everyone cheers.
Maybe we could do a Facebook Live one day or an Instagram Live.
Yeah.
And then we all cheers together.
That would be fun. All right. Putting it on the list.
Add it to the list.
Okay, I wrote that down. Okay, so the purpose of this episode is to really just kind of
reflect on this past year and kind of look forward to what you want to accomplish and goals you want to achieve for this new year, since all of us became hermit crabs and shut-ins for most of this year.
Yeah, and I think during this time of year, setting goals for yourself and resolutions isn't uncommon. However, this past year, I'm sure a lot of people have had setbacks and, not necessarily accomplished all of their goals that they even set for themselves, or even like took multiple steps back from where they were. So I think going into this year, it's really about setting realistic goals, something that you can accomplish, setting dates and timelines and writing it out and saying, because I remember last year we were saying the same thing, write your goals down, write what you want to do, blah, blah, blah. But I think really, like, my big thing is, I guess I'm just going to jump into it, but my big thing this upcoming year is not necessarily like materialistic or like physical things, but it's more my internal health and my just more focusing on myself, just because I think that I'm the type of person that gives a lot of my energy to other people, and I don't take time for myself to kind of unwind and be present with what's going on, and I can't enjoy it. And so that's something that I really want to focus on, just giving myself more energy and like loving myself and focusing on me rather than like focusing on other people. Obviously, like I love doing things for other people, like that's just who I am, but also knowing where to draw the line and where to say no. Yeah, say no is a big thing. I just need to be able to just say no. I can't, so that's like one of my like that's my big thing of 2021.
I like that journey for you. Sorry, I
You sound so bored.
I like that journey for you. No, I do. Because I've told you this, that you give 110% of yourself to everybody around you. Mm-hmm. And sometimes the people that you want that same energy back are like the people that you don't.
They just don't reciprocate it.
Yeah.
And I know that there are some people that they just don't. I'm sure they're appreciative of things that I do and they're whatever. But I have to learn, and but being old.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm learning or trying to like understand and learn about myself is that like you have to give and not expect anything in return, and that's like also, excuse me, stop. But that's the hard part about it. Not that I ever expect anything from anybody, but it's just like the act of feeling appreciated is the most, like the one thing that I want,
right?
Yeah. And so like if you do something for someone and they're like, oh yeah, like cool, whatever,
right?
And you're like, I fucking thought a lot about that, and like you could give two shits.
Yeah.
And so it's like I feel like I put myself in those situations, and then I am the one that gets hurt in the end because I'm not receiving the same type of energy that I put into it. And that's like with all of my relationships. Like not all of them, but like I can think of a few just off the top of my head that I put more energy into and don't receive that same kind of energy back. And I'm like, why am I continuing to pursue this? And when I'm the only one that's doing anything and I'm the only one that's getting hurt, like, that makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
So that's like a huge thing. And I actually want to read about, and this is not, like, my goal is not to, like, about a guy or anything like that, but, like, focusing on myself, like, I'm gonna not be pursuing a guy. If someone happens to come into my life, then sure. But I think the act of, like, pursuing and chasing and just always, like, needing that attention or reassurance that, oh, somebody liked me, oh, blah, blah, blah. It's, like, hindering to our mental health and basically just saying, like, oh, if nobody swipes left on you or swipes right on you, then you're not worthy. You're, like, nobody likes you. And that's fucked up. Like, that's not the truth. And I think we get so bogged down in these fucking dating apps. And we've talked a lot about dating apps on here. Like, we're fans of them. We are. But I think that, like, I don't know. I just need to take time going into this.
Focus on filling up your cup of water before you can fill someone else's.
Yeah. And so I found this quote, or it's not really a quote, but it's like a statement on Instagram.
Yeah.
And let me find it.
Cue in filler music.
Okay, I found it. So it's talking about a man, but this could literally be anybody, a friend, a coworker, whatever. Place whoever into this
scenario.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's talking about a man. So if a man doesn't call you, it's because he doesn't want to call you. If he doesn't invite you to go outside, it's because he doesn't want to see you. If he treats you like shit, it's because he doesn't care. And if he lets you go, it's because he doesn't want to be with you. When a man says, I'm not ready, but you're the love of my life and the only one I want to be with, but now is not the right time, it's simply because he doesn't want you. Don't keep playing his confusing games. Don't justify him. When a man wants to be with a woman, he stays without lies, excuses, and complications. Stop being genuine and naive, and stop justifying his every excuse and every complication, and put yourself first. You do not need someone that doesn't know what they want, and you do not need someone that doesn't see your worth. Stop breaking your own heart for someone who probably won't even be as good as you expect. Give yourself an opportunity to be happy and be with someone who actually deserves you.
That was deep.
Boom.
I thought I was going to tear up for a second.
I thought you
was
were...
like, control yourself.
But for real, like, that, I read that earlier and I'm like, dude, fuck yeah. Like, what am I even doing? Like,
yeah, Aaron read that to me earlier and I was like, wow, way to call me out.
yeah, like, wow, okay. But, okay, so that's one of my fucking goals that's my main.
Is that your first goal?
I was going to read it.
That's literally like my first, well,
I was going to read it last, but
fuck that
I
shit.
found the opportunity and read it first. So it just jumped out at me. So go ahead.
That's kind of like literally, this is what I wrote. I said, that's not what I wrote. I wrote, really focus on me, my mental health, and loving me. So I guess if you guys have listened to us since the beginning, this time last year, I said that for 2020, I wanted to become more emotionally vulnerable. And I'm not going to lie, I feel like I really have achieved that this year.
I think you've done a really good job.
I've come a long way.
You've opened the door, at least.
I've opened, the door is ajar.
Yeah.
And I am working on fully stepping into, this is an analogy that I came up with in my head. That when Aaron and I first moved in together, my door was always closed. Always. And I think that's just like a metaphor of like how I lived emotionally. Mm-hmm. And like within the past 6 months, has I not left my door open, like, unless I go to sleep?
Yeah.
Like, I think that says a lot about like how far I've come like with my mental health. So I like that little analogy.
I like that analogy too. And it's not like, maybe not that you like don't trust me, because I think that you do, but like you're like letting me in too.
Like you're pretty in, but it's, I don't know what it is about, like I've always
just
had doors closed.
Yeah.
Always, and it's like
it's just as
it's
like
more
a
of
barrier.
a like I'm trusting you even more. So
yeah.
it's like I'm leaving my door wide open.
Oh.
That's so
thank
cute.
You.
Don't cry.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not crying, you're crying.
And a little like bullet point I put underneath that was I really want to, by focusing on me, I really want to like start really focusing on my physical health. And I would like to be in better shape by the time I turn 25, which is in about 3 months. So I don't have to be at my like goal or whatever, but I would like to be making some headway by the time I turn my quarter of a century. So 2021 will really be about me. I really want to update and be like, well, you go. You tell your next one, and I'll move on to my next bullet point.
Okay. I was just gonna say that under like focus on my focus on myself goal, that I also just said, give myself more give more energy to myself, give more love to myself, and then just trust that everything will fall into place. Because I think, and I'm not normally a worrier, but there are times that I find myself overthinking and just fixating on things that I can't necessarily control, like who the fucking love of my life is going to be, where am I going to be in the next year or 5 years or whatever. You know, just like things that I can't necessarily control. I like have found myself, I mean, probably because I'm bored because we've been in quarantine all year, but also it's just like a struggle because you can't necessarily do anything about those things. So kind of just letting that stuff go and trusting the process of focusing on you, the time will come, like everything happens for a reason, like the things that I know that I believe in, and just falling back on those things. And because I know this year has just been like kind of chaotic. Yeah. So I just wanted to kind of stop it. Fiona, who is in? Oh no. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That was from when that fell.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Daisy was like,
"Was
I about to get blamed?"
She was like, "It wasn't me." Okay, so my next thing, I mean, I'll kind of piggyback off of you, is to kind of get back into working out and get back on track, just because I've been eating like shit, and I know that when my body is filled with nutrition rather than cookies and donuts and shit, I just feel better. I have more energy, you know, all of what the nutritionists say. Like, all that stuff is bad, all this stuff is good, like, you should eat this stuff. And just be a healthy lifestyle. Like, I'm not going to cut out pizza and wine. Like, that's unrealistic. I'm not doing that.
Right.
But instead of having, like, pizza 3 times a week, like, maybe only doing it 1 time a week and making it a treat. And just kind of meal planning, and so we know, like, we don't have to just, like, go to the store and get pizza, because that's what we do, is just, like, we don't want to cook, let's just get
Tony's
pizza.
Pizza's on sale.
Tony's Pizza is 3 for $9, so let's just go to the store. So, I mean, just being prepared for that, and trying to work out after work, like 4 to 5 times a week if I can. I mean, that's kind of pushing it, but I've done it twice this week already, so I just have at least 2 more to go, and it's only Wednesday. So,
you got it.
As long as I, you know, I'm just like, because once I do it, I feel so much better, and it fucking sucks. Like, I hate doing it, but, you know. Yeah. Anyways, so I was just going to piggyback on your thing, because I wrote that down too.
Yeah, I like it.
So, high five to...
Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's wow. There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
High five to getting in
shape. Getting in. I was gonna say getting in health. Yeah.
Getting in health.
Getting in health.
Okay. What?
Summer
next?
2021 is gonna be my summer.
Hot girl summer.
We're bringing hot girl summer back this year.
Yeah. If we don't bring hot girl summer back this year, like, we're
canceled. Summer is officially canceled. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do this one and I'll do my next one last. Okay. So, I had a conversation this week with somebody just regarding, like, my future and stuff, whatever, and it went really well. But something he said to me was, and I'm not gonna lie, like, my classes this fall, like, haven't been well just because my mental health hasn't been well, and I think that can be said for everybody that has been in school from kindergarten through college, because it has not been easy.
Yeah.
And so something he said to me was, you have to be selfish during this time of your education. And I never saw that. Like, I'm such a giver. Like, I like to give my time to people and to just, like, be there for my mom, be there for my friends. And sometimes I have put my schoolwork behind for others just because that's who I am. And so he said to me, like, it's time for you to be selfish and do something for yourself to really accomplish because it is for me. Like, it's not for anybody else. It's like for me. So, something I've written down is I'm going to be a bit selfish this year. Well, not like Scrooge, but just making more time for my studies because I do.
Get closer.
What?
Get closer.
Because I do want to finish school because school's a pain in my butt. And so, yeah, I might become a hermit this next year.
Okay. So bring you all the wine is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, my last one
Okay.
is, and in my mind, I feel like I should be more organized and not as messy as I am. But in reality, I'm not, and I just really hate doing laundry and I hate cleaning. So my goal is to like really organize my space so it's functional for me, and it will be an upkeep, but at the same time, like if everything's organized, it doesn't necessarily look messy. So that's like that was gonna be my first goal, and then we just like jumped right into the deep and heavy stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like I said, my room, my bathroom, my car, my mind. I gotta organize the shit going on up there because who knows what's going on up there.
Yeah.
So, like clear, heavy, all that shit needs to go away.
Feng Shui.
Me. Wow.
You know what Feng Shui is, right?
No.
I said Feng Shui and you're like, eh. I was like, I don't think she got it.
What does it mean?
Feng Shui is like an old, like, I want to say Japanese, but it's like one of those cultures believes that you have to move stuff around in your life and reorganize and get rid of stuff to have more clarity and just like open mindedness, I guess, in your life.
Yes, that's exactly what I want to do. Rearrange everything, get some shit out, throw some shit away. It's exactly what I need.
All right.
It's exactly what I need. What else do you have?
Okay.
Why are you so bored?
I'm not bored.
Stop yawning.
I know. Apologies.
We're here for the people, and you're yawning in their ears right now.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to yawn, and I don't mean to make you yawn.
I'm eye rolling right now.
After saying the word yawn, you yawn.
You do not. Stop yawning.
Whatever. Okay. So
you know, if we would start the podcast before 10 o'clock, you wouldn't be yawning.
Okay, so this next... God damn it, my mic. So this next one, I feel like it kind of goes with my first one, but like not. I don't think it does.
Just say it.
So I have an announcement to make. I've officially drum roll, please.
You're pregnant.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I would be the Virgin Mary right now if that were possible.
Like, wow, haven't had sex in I don't know how long.
I would be in the papers. Read about me in the paper.
Virgin Louisa having a baby. Okay. We could cut that part out if you want.
We're gonna cut that part out.
Okay. All right. Drum roll. Give me another thing to drum roll with.
Where's my? Oh, here it is.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
Drum roll.
Okay. So my announcement is, I have officially completely deleted all of my dating apps.
Woo!
They're gone. Done. Deleted.
Clear that shit.
Because I know I said last episode I had snoozed it or whatever. But circumstances, I was like, you know what? I'm over this shit. Because Erin said this in one of her goals, her first goal. She said this. It doesn't have to do with dating apps. But I feel like half the time I'm chasing somebody that makes no effort to get to know me.
Yeah.
So I'm done with that shit. I'm completely done playing. Like, I I wrote down, I'm done playing games, because that's what dating apps is. It's a game. I go on it when I was bored, and I would flirt with people that I probably
would never meet.
Yeah.
Would never meet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm done. So, and I also put in parentheses, I know I say this every year, but this year I am done. I went through my account and I deleted my account. I didn't just delete the apps. I deleted my account. So if I have to download that shit again, I'd have
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. So I made it really hard for me to not want to get back on there.
Good for you.
So, yes. So if you guys want to send in your applications or offer your 50 donkeys for my hand in marriage.
That's all it will take, 50 donkeys? Maybe to go on a date.
Maybe to go on a date, 50 donkeys.
I'll take 50 of your donkeys for you to go on a date with me.
You know what's going to take for a hand in marriage? An avocado farm.
And wine. If you have a vineyard.
God. If you have a vineyard in Napa or
anywhere.
Italy or
literally anywhere.
No. Picture this. Let's just go into dreamland right now.
All right,
okay?
I'm closing my eyes.
Picture this. I don't know what they're called. I'm going to say vineyard. But in France, where they make champagne, I want one of them owners.
I don't know what I'm visualizing because I've never seen one of those before.
It's practically a vineyard because
but it makes champagne.
But yeah, because the best champagne in the world, everyone knows, comes from France.
Okay.
Just like the perfume.
But do you even like champagne that much? You like wine more than champagne.
I do like wine, but if they make champagne, they gotta make wine. The champagne they make in Napa is technically, they're supposed to label it sparkling wine because it's not considered champagne.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the more you know. Anyways, that's very sidetracked.
Yeah. So if you own a champagne farm in France, please
hit me up.
DM us at Basically Adulting 247. Actually, I think it's at Basically Adulting Podcast as of right now. On Instagram.
We need to change it back.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
But yeah, so this is my goal. I'm going to be putting myself out there. Going up to guys, and I know, that's a lot.
You are shooting your shot.
Exactly. Because I know I'm a shy person.
But you know what?
But at the same time,
you're totally, not saying that, you need to be drunk to, go and talk to guys, but it does give you a little bit of confidence.
It gives me more oomph, yeah.
And your alter ego, Lauren, comes out, and she's
a fun
is
bitch.
Not scared of anything.
No.
Her and Penelope have a great time together.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Penelope can teach her some ways because Penelope doesn't give a fuck, and she will walk up to somebody, and God knows what happens.
Lauren has made out with a complete stranger.
I have video of it.
Oh, God.
Subscribe.
Oh, my God.
Subscribe to our Patreon if you want to see a video of Louisa making out with a complete stranger.
I took control, guys. Did I do? I don't even fucking remember.
I don't know. But it was a sight to be seen because I have a video of it, and I think that we should post it for our viewers.
I have a lot of videos of me making out with strangers.
I have at least 2.
Oh,
I have at least 1 video and 1 picture.
Oh, God.
The 1 picture was from a long time ago, though.
Oh, yeah.
And it's probably, I don't know where it is. But I definitely have a video.
But, so yeah, I'm going to be just putting myself out there. Even if I see you at the grocery store and I think you're a fine specimen of a man, yeah, I'm going to be like, what you cooking for dinner? I'm coming for you. So, those are my goals. And, continue to learn a new language is always one.
Yeah. I mean, I got some other little small ones, but we can touch on that at another time. Those are my top 3.
Yes.
Because, honestly, I was like, how many are we supposed to do? And she was like, let's just limit to 3. Because I was like, I've got a list of things that
I looked at Erin's paper and I was like, how many did you write? She only wrote 3. Don't worry.
Don't you worry.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, darling.
Okay.
It's a song.
I know it's a song.
Okay.
Do you have facts for us today?
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, how could I forget?
I know.
Oh my god, this is a fun fact. Woo! Okay, I think you're gonna like this one.
Okay.
And okay, and I have my little article to go with it to fact check myself. So, listen up. Turn your listening ears on.
Turn your volume up.
So, couples that cuddle can become addicted to one another and even go through withdrawal when they're apart as a result of oxytocin. Oxytocin.
I don't know how you pronounce it.
Okay, but isn't that nuts?
Yeah, I actually read that today as well.
Fuck,
I
really?
know. Yeah. Literally, I feel like as we were getting ready for the podcast, I read it.
No. Okay, then it's a good thing I have another one.
Okay. But I do think that's very interesting because...
But wait, this article
That's why
goes-
there's those songs like your love is my drug.
Mhm.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
So it says that cuddling doesn't just show your ability to sympathize, it also lowers your level of stress hormones. Besides, if your cholesterol is high, hugging helps to balance it. But it can also be addictive, obviously.
Like, come back to bed, I need your cuddles.
Yeah. Cuddling will help you build a long-lasting, stronger relationship. So I need to note that down because I don't like to cuddle.
There you go. Write it down in your journal.
It works like kissing your... Oh, so this is another little fact. Men that kiss their wives before going to work have like they add 5 years to a man's life. Compared to the men that don't kiss their wives before leaving for work.
And the ones that are not kissing their wives are probably going to get a divorce soon.
Yep. Always kiss your wives.
Always
fellas.
kiss your wives.
Wives, kiss your husbands before they go too.
Yeah, it's a two-way street.
It's a two-way street. It's a two-way street.
What's your next thing?
Okay, hold on. Where's my next one? It's a little fun one.
I just want to let everybody know that I found the video of Louisa and I'm favoriting it right now so we can upload it on Patreon. So if you want to see it,
Oh my god.
that was a little clip.
A little sneak peek.
She's like, don't take a freaking picture.
Was that me? Oh,
I just was like watching it and I like saw your, I don't want to see it right now.
Oh
I'm
my
getting
gosh.
nervous. Okay, you have to watch it on Patreon.
Oh my god.
We're posting it.
Okay, so this one says there is a so I relate to this one a lot. There is a psychological condition when people can't work, sleep, or concentrate because of songs that stick in their heads. And I relate to that a lot because...
What's the psychological condition called?
Hold on, cue music because I'm...
I don't know why I didn't just like sing Christmas music. Joy to the world. I don't know what the words to that song.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, good. I was running out of things to say.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is weird. It says earworms or musical obsessions, also known as stuck song syndrome (SSS), are common in the general population. But can be more pronounced on people that have OCD. And
I don't think you have OCD.
I don't think I have this syndrome, but I have the syndrome of whenever I hear a certain word, I just start singing whatever song.
That's not a syndrome. That's just a talent, honestly.
No, it's not. It's probably a syndrome.
It's not. It's a talent. Because somebody could be like, tree, and you're like, oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree.
And even if I just hear like a tune, I'll just like start like, oh, that made me think.
Yeah, it just reminds you of things that you've already heard. It's not a syndrome. It's a talent. You don't have a syndrome.
I think it's a syndrome.
Okay.
Oh, it's just called earworms.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Or
I would rather just call it a talent.
Involuntary musical imagery is a catchy and or memorable piece of music. Okay, so that's what I have.
Wow, what I just told you.
Oh.
That you just remember things that you already know in your brain. It just like triggers something that you already know.
Okay.
Wow. So Louisa has a syndrome.
I sound like Boomer from Wentworth.
I know.
have a disease.
I have a brain syndrome. Okay, so I hope that this episode, as much as we're like joking around, we're also serious about our goals
journeys.
and improving the purpose of being on this earth is to living the best life that you can possibly live. That's why teenagers came up with the term YOLO. So, not saying that we're going to be doing anything stupid, but we're cherishing the life that we have, and we want to embrace every moment that we have and not miss anything, and appreciate the moments that we're given, because we're honestly, like, I don't think that we appreciate enough that we're very blessed and fortunate enough to even be able to do this podcast, to be able to have electricity, to have food in our fridge. And like a lot of people are less fortunate than us, and I think that sometimes we not necessarily take it for granted, but we just don't. It just is like an everyday thing, and we just need to be appreciative of it and always strive to be better and be the best people that we can be. And so I think that, especially with this podcast, we are learning that we are just two small people on this earth, and if we can make a difference in anybody's life, even if it's just to make them smile, to make them feel loved, to make them feel not alone, was literally the purpose that we started this podcast for. And we come on here and we vent and we talk about boys and we talk about things that don't necessarily matter. But at the end of the day, like, we're here to let you know that you're not alone and that you are heard. So if you do need to talk to somebody, you are feeling alone, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are just two ordinary people living in Dallas, Texas, and who started a podcast for fun, and we're here to...
Yeah, and we're clearly, like, reaching out to some of y'all.
Yeah.
You know, because we're getting, shout out, we're getting a lot of listeners in Washington State, and I just want to say I'm glad that whatever we're saying or whatever we're talking about resonates with you. And I'm not just saying Washington State, but I know California, Virginia, and Florida. You guys are out there listening to us. And
if you're listening to this, we really appreciate you and your support. And share with your friends or share with somebody that you think that could
relate to us.
And utilize our stupidness and our mistakes.
I was like, utilize what?
I don't know.
But
our advice, I don't know. I mean, if you could call it that, but
yeah.
I mean, we're trying to do our part as much as we can. Yeah. And because we are grateful, I mean, as much as we sit here and complain about our positive and negatives, and I mean, we're not really complaining about the positives, but we're complaining about the negatives.
Yeah.
Just in hindsight, that we are grateful and we're blessed, and we appreciate every single one of you for listening to us. And if you don't already, follow us on Instagram, Twitter,
like us on Facebook,
all of those good things. And if you feel inclined, please donate to our Patreon, and you will get access to that video of Louisa. Yeah. All the embarrassing videos will be on Patreon, so if you want...
Oh, and guys, just tonight I changed my username on TikTok to our Basically Adulting podcast. And so you can go follow us on there for random content that will probably
relate to you.
Relate to you. So yeah.
So we appreciate you. I apologize if this was like kind of sappy episode.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you
sometimes you need
gotta
that.
cry it out.
Guys, I think we should end it this way, and because I know it's been a rough year for some of y'all. I think Aaron gave a wonderful speech about why we do this podcast. And
Should we just start crying?
No, I already
Because
cried
I'm on
earlier.
the verge.
I've run out of tears. My tear ducts are dry.
I'm literally on the verge.
But just one thing that maybe this resonates with you, because I know it's the holidays, and especially me, I know you want to be happy, but I just want to remind you it's okay for you not to be okay. It's completely normal, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with you.
There's nothing wrong with
There's nothing wrong with
anybody.
And just remember, everyone's normal is different.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's no such thing as normal.
No.
What people want you to perceive is not what is truly happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people want you to perceive the good. They don't show you the bad. So that social media...
That's why we made this podcast.
Yeah.
To portray that not everything is rainbow and sunshine.
That's why we tell you our negatives. That's why we tell you the shit that happens to us on dates. And I mean, not that we're going on dates, but like, you know,
just everyday life struggles that TV and Instagram and all those influencers,
society,
they don't portray. So we're glad that you guys are on this crazy journey with us, and we look forward to creating more content for you guys in the next year and the many more to come.
Yeah, we have a lot planned for 2021. Oh, that was my last thing.
Oh, okay.
Just how big we have our goals for basically adulting. Like, we are excited for 2021 to expand the podcast, and we have so much in plan and in place to for you guys, and so we're just excited to kind of work on that and be able to share that with y'all.
And since this is the last, we'll be releasing one more episode after this one, we just want to give you a little heads up. This next episode after this one will be the last one for the year. We will be taking a little uploading break on uploading episodes.
Just for one break. 1 month.
Just 1 month. We will be back in February.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we will still be active on Instagram.
Social media.
We'll be checking our emails. So
stay in touch. We might not be releasing any new episodes, but we will be active on social media. So I think that's about it. That's all we got.
Yeah, guys. So
I'm going to go cry now. Okay, bye.
All right. Cheers. Stay young, guys. Have Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa.
Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas. Merry holidays. Merry everything. Happy everything.
Happy everything.
Bye.
Cheers.